Today, we're diving into two massive stories that have been rocking India's political scene for years. The National Herald case involving Sonia and Rahul Gandhi, and the land deal probes tied to Robert Vadra. These are complex, high-stakes sagas full of legal twists, political drama, and big accusations. So grab a coffee, settle in, and let's break it all down. What's going on, who's involved, and why it matters. This is a wild ride, so stick with me. First up, the National Herald case. It's like a financial thriller with real-world consequences. At its core, this is about allegations that Congress heavyweights Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi pulled off a shady deal to grab control of a company called Associated Journals Limited, or AJL, which used to publish the National Herald newspaper. We're talking prime real estate worth over Rs 2,000 crore, allegedly snatched up through a private company they control, Young Indian Private Limited, for just Rs 50 lakh. Yeah, you heard that right. Rs 50 lakh for assets now valued at Rs 5,000 crore. The accusations come from a 2012 criminal complaint by BJP leader Subramanian Swamy, who says the Gandhis cheated and breached trust to make this happen. He claims the Rs 90 crore loan from the Congress to AJL was illegal, never repaid, and used as a trick to hand over AJL's shares to Young Indian, giving Sonia and Rahul, majority stakeholders, control of those juicy properties. Let's rewind and walk through the timeline because this has been brewing for over a decade. It all kicked off in 2012 with Swamy's complaint, pointing fingers at the Gandhis for what he called criminal misappropriation. By 2014, the Income Tax Department and Enforcement Directorate, ED for short, started sniffing around the deals between AJL and Young Indian. In 2015, the ED reopened its probe, and a trial court took the case seriously enough to grant Sonia and Rahul bail. From 2016 to 2019, Congress tried to shut it down in court, but the Delhi High Court and Supreme Court weren't having it. They let the case roll on. In 2019, the income tax folks dropped a bombshell saying Young Indian dodged Rs 414 crore in taxes. Fast forward to 2022, and the ED hauled in Sonia and Rahul for questioning. Then, in 2023, they attached Rs 661 crore worth of AJL properties. Think Herald House in Delhi, buildings in Mumbai and Lucknow. The latest twist, on April 9, 2025, the ED filed a formal charges sheet in a Delhi PMLA court, naming Sonia as accused number 1, Rahul as number 2, plus others like Sam Pitroda, Suman Dubey, and 2 companies, Young Indian and Dotex Merchandise. The court's set to dive into this on April 25, 2025, so mark your calendars. Now, what's the ED actually saying? They're throwing the book at the Gandhis under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, Sections 3 and 4, plus Section 70 for company offenses. The charge sheet claims Young Indian, where Sonia and Rahul hold 76% of the shares, pulled a fast one by grabbing AJL's assets, worth Rs 5,000 crore today, for that measly Rs 50 lakh. The ED says that Rs 90 crore Congress loan was a sham, turned into equity shares to let Young Indian take over AJL's real estate empire. They're also pointing at Dotex Merchandise, alleging it funneled money through hawala deals to grease the wheels. Oh, and here's a kicker. The ED says Young Indian, registered as a not-for-profit, didn't do a single charitable thing it was supposed to. Instead, it was allegedly a front to control AJL's properties, which were raking in cash through sketchy rentals and donations. The Income Tax Department backs this up, saying Young Indian should have paid Rs 414 crore in taxes for grabbing those assets. Even former AJL shareholders like Justice Markandeya Kachju cried foul, saying their shares were moved to Young Indian without their knowledge. The attached properties are no small potatoes. Herald House in Delhi, a Mumbai building, and Lucknow's Herald building, all worth Rs 661 crore. The ED says these were misused to generate dirty money, like fake tenancies and dodgy donation schemes. But Sonia, Rahul, and Congress, they're not backing down. They insist everything was above board. Young Indians are not-for-profit, no one pocketed cash, and that Rs 90 crore loan was just a way to help AJL, not a scam. They say the ED's inflating AJL's property values, claiming they're worth Rs 359 crore, not thousands of crores. Congress is calling the April 2025 charge sheet a desperate political stunt, timed right at the ED's one-year deadline after attaching those assets. They're gearing up to fight it in court, saying it's all a BJP vendetta to smear them. All right, let's shift gears to Robert Vadra, businessman, Sonia Gandhi's son-in-law, and a lightning rod for controversy. He's tangled in two big land deal probes that the ED's been chasing for years. First, the Bikaner land scam in Rajasthan. Vadra's company, Skylight Hospitality, bought 275 bighas of land in Kolayat for a 72 lakh, then flipped it for a 5.15 crore. Sounds like a sweet deal, right? Except the Rajasthan government says that land was meant for displaced villagers and was illegally sold by a land mafia to companies like Skylight. The ED is crying foul, saying Vadra's firm cashed in on fraudulent deals with forged documents. They even attached a Rs 4.43 crore Delhi property in Sukhdev Vihar as proceeds of crime. Now here's the thing. Vadra hasn't been named in a charge sheet yet, but the ED is still digging, going after officials and middlemen tied to the case. Then there's the Gurugram land deal in Haryana, another messy one. Back in 2008, Skylight Hospitality bought 3.5 acres for Rs 7.5 crore, got a commercial license, and sold it to DLF in 2012 for Rs 58 crore. Big profit. But IAS officer Ashok Kemka threw a wrench in it, cancelling the land mutation and calling it suspicious. In 2018, Haryana police filed an FIR naming Vadra and others, and the ED jumped in, linking it to money laundering. They've summoned Vadra multiple times and in December 2023 charged his associates CC Thampi and Sumit Chadha, but Vadra himself, still no formal charge sheet as of 2025. There's also a foreign angle, EDs probing a London property at 12 Bryanston Square, allegedly tied to arms dealer Sanjay Bhandari. They suspect laundered money bought it, though Vadra swears he's got no stake in it. Vadra's defense? He's calling it all a witch hunt. He says every deal was legal, transparent, and he's cooperated with the ED's endless summons. 10 years, no evidence, he argues, pointing to his anticipatory bail and restricted foreign travel, only with court nods. He's framing it as political payback, targeting him to hit the Gandhi family. So what's the big picture? The National Herald case paints Sonia and Rahul as masterminds of a financial scheme, at least according to the ED, with our 5,000 crore in assets on the line. Congress says it's a BJP plot to silence them. Vadra's land deals, meanwhile, keep him in the crosshairs. But without a charge sheet, it's a slow burn. Both stories scream political rivalry, with courts as the battleground.